Good morning. Today I am going to show you the process in getting ready to make a mini album, because I like making mini albums for people because it's not as expensive or as much of work as doing a full 12 by 12 album, but it can still be really nice and it's thoughtful and it's usually appreciated. So I'm going to show you my process in working on one of those today. So first, have your album. This is a little 4x4 album. I actually usually use 4x6 albums. Jonathan has all those though, so I'll have to show those to you another time. But this little 4x4 album from AC Moore, and then I have all of my pictures, which I used to print out as wallet sizes from Walmart. But when you print them at Walmart, you get two of the same picture, and it costs more than a 4x6 costs. So what you can do is you can go to pickmonkey.com and make a collage where you do two pictures and then print it as a 4x6. I did these on my home computer because it guarantees that they don't chop off part of the picture, because sometimes Walmart will make the photo fit the page, and when it does that, sometimes it'll crop out some of the picture. These are actually bigger than a wallet size because I'm doing one photo per page, and so this is printing them as a 4x6. On my printer, there's also the option to print as a 3x5, and if you print a two photo collage as a 3x5, that tends to be more of an actual wallet size, which means you can get two pictures on a page when doing a 4x6 album. Yeah, anyway, so first I print out all the pictures that I'm going to be using for that album. So I have 20 pictures here. I haven't decided if I'm using all 20, but that's how many pages are in the album. So I have 20 pictures printed out, and I have my smaller cutter, paper cutter, to cut the pictures apart. I was going to use my new one just because this one doesn't always leave a clean edge, but I figured the new one was just so big for this project, and I'm just on my bed, and so I figured I would use this one. And then I don't have a very good method for storing my photos right now. I need to get like a recipe box because Pinterest says that's a really good way to store them, but I just have this little tin that Valentine Stationery came in. That it holds 4x6 photos, so I can do 4x6 or smaller, so that at least they're stored and not getting ruined. I just traced the designs with a pink Sharpie because I felt like it. Yeah, so those are my photos, and then I always have a scrap piece of paper for in case I end up using stamping off of something and stuff like that, because I don't have one of those craft mats. I don't have one of those wipe off craft mats, so yeah. So then I pulled out all the stamps I'm going to use. Like I said, I'm probably only going to use black ink, so I pulled out my new black ink pad. So yeah, I pulled out any stamps that I think I might want to use. I have regular scissors, two pairs of my crazy scissors. I have my purple ultra fine Sharpie, and a pencil in case I write out words by hand, and then my new Ebony Reflection signature pen, extra fine, from AC Moore that I just got. And I have my adhesives, I have my glue dots, and then some rubber cement. And I have my chalks in case I want to fill in stamps, and my stamp cleaner pad, which is really old. And then whatever stickers I think I might use. I haven't decided if I'm going to emboss anything yet, so I might go and get my embossing stuff. I haven't decided. And I have this box of paper that most of it is all of this size. Most of it is about a 4x6 size. Some of it's slightly smaller than 4x6 or slightly larger. But I got this whole box at a yard sale. So it was the full box for $2 of scrap paper, and I've already used a bunch of it on the last book I made for Jonathan. So, because that's why I purchased it, was for making mini albums. I mean, it's not pattern paper, it's all just plain colors. But on mini albums, you don't always need pattern paper. Okay, so what I did next was I cut out paper to the right size for the pages. They're slightly smaller than the pages, than what the sleeves can hold. But I figure once there's stuff on them and there's 2 in each sleeve, that's not really going to matter much. So yeah, so I cut those out, and then I organized, for the most part, I organized the photos in the order that I think I want them to go. So yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so the miniature scrapbook is now finished. One thing I was not aware of, because I didn't count the pages beforehand, was when it said 20 pages, I was thinking it could hold 20 pages, and that meant that there were only 10 sleeves in it. But there were actually 20 sleeves in it, therefore it could actually hold 40 pages. So I had to cut some sleeves out because I didn't have enough pictures for that. So anyways, I finished it, and I will now show you everything that I did. So for the first page, I just did this. It says friendship, a magical connection between 2 hearts. I drew 2 hearts. I matted it on white paper, and on both edges I distressed it with my black ink pad. And then wrote out friends forever. Drew little hearts all over. I drew borders around the pictures with a purple Sharpie. And then there's that page. Some of them are way more simple than others. That just kind of starts to happen when you're working with a lot of pictures at one time. It says Soul Twins. And then here I stamped on another paper and cut it out so that it would be slightly raised. Stamped some hearts on here. Did the same thing, I stamped and cut it out. I colored in the stamp with some chalk, matted that stamp again, and then put it on to make layers here. Over here I stamped some horses because these pictures were taken out in the horse field at camp, and then I cut it out by hand, and then I used some green chalk around the edges. And then here I have some daisy stickers for all the daisies in the field. It says forever. And then over here it says always with another daisy. And then it says besties. And then I put this one on some pattern paper. I mostly stuck to white and tan paper, and then I just occasionally used other accents. This one I used pattern paper and matted it on the tan instead. And then for this one, I made my own pattern paper by stamping hearts and then coloring them in with chalks. Same over here, I used a stamp and colored it in with chalks. And then over here, I used just a little splash of pattern paper and then more stickers. Here I use more flower stickers, and that's pretty much it. And then here I wrote out close together or far apart, true friends are always in the heart. It's super short. It's probably the shortest mini scrapbook I've done. But it didn't need to be super fancy. It was just for fun and stuff. And hopefully all the pages don't fall out because they kind of pop out the top easily when you flip over. But I made that so that I can mail it to her for her birthday. Though it probably won't actually get to her on her birthday. So yeah, that is my mini scrapbook tutorial. Now for the non-fun part, which is cleaning up the mess. That's my least favorite part. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the idea of a mini scrapbook. Feel free to leave any comments or make a response video making your own miniature scrapbook with some of your own ideas. They're just a really fun little gift if you want to do something that's not going to cost a lot but is still meaningful. And again, I'll try to show the other mini albums that I've made before next time I go over to Jonathan's house. So that is that. Have fun scrapbooking. Bye.